All right. So our next topic, I think, could possibly be the most interesting topic. Jonathan Toews, sorry if I
Taves.
pronounce it wrong, Tays, is not playing this season, but he's not retiring.
It's interesting because, well, he said he'll be taking some time away. What the surprise to me is that he didn't retire outright because of the long COVID symptoms that was plaguing him throughout the last two seasons after he was placed on the COVID list 2 weeks into the 2022 year. But because of the long COVID, he was limited to 53 games last season. I'm not going to lie. Everything about what happened 13 years ago inside the Chicago Blackhawks aside, and I know hockey fans are not going to like that about the organization because it left a black eye not only with the team but the NHL itself. I'm not going down into further detail on it. Jonathan Toews, the long COVID and the chronic immunity response syndrome that he was dealing with, it sparked questions about his playing future. He was rumored to be in the trade deadline last year, but he was never dealt. So he'll be taking a break. And let's not lie, he won 3 Stanley Cups, and he was one of the better centermen in his time from in the early 2010s, and one of the more accomplished players with the Blackhawks. There's nothing left to prove, but either way, I'm not going to stop him from making a decision in his future. It's up to him on whether he wants to continue on or hang up the laces, because it was either retirement or him taking a pay cut to sign with the Oilers this offseason based on reports from what I'm seeing, including from Mark Spector of Sportsnet. Though the Oilers, they have their own one last RFA to sign, that being Evan Bouchard, who they have the cap space to sign, about $3.5 million in cap. But Taves taking a break, it was expected, but the shocker was that he didn't announce retirement, because he averaged under 18 minutes a game for the first time in his career in the last 2 years, where he had 27 goals, 41 assists, 68 points, and a minus 45 rating in 124 games played throughout the last 2 seasons combined. But now this will be his second full season that he's going to miss heading into 2024-2025. So if he were to come back, it's going to be a long road ahead if he decides to make a comeback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am a little shocked myself. He's accomplished so much. He's done so much for Chicago alone, let alone the league itself. And I feel like he's made strides in help getting hockey onto the map as far as the progress of getting it over the local markets type of watch. Because in a way, like, okay, you think soccer, you think Beckham, you think hockey, you think one of the people you think, in my opinion, would be Jonathan Toews.
Yep.
Obviously, there are a few others, but he is definitely up there, and he's definitely a key point and purpose in getting the NHL and hockey itself to the places that it obviously has the potential to go.
Yep, Chicago being one of them. And he and Patrick Kane, that was a 1-2 punch with the Blackhawks.
It killed me every time they played us, but it was honestly fun to watch the both of them play.
Oh, yeah. And then when you look into the next chapter, has me thinking, I can't wait for Bedard versus Fantilli.
Oh, yeah. All right. So